All right, so there's my water supply line. It goes into the bottom of the semi-trailer. Got a valve there to drain it. For when it's freezing out, we can drain the line. Comes in here up to the semi-trailer. You can shut that valve off. This is my timer for my watering system. Come back to that later. Water comes up and over. Actually, it would go into my barrel. I can fill that barrel up from that system. Also comes over here to where I can fill up my jugs so I can soak the seed. We fill this barrel, and this is for when it's freezing outside. It's the only time I use this, but right down there in the bottom's an outlet. Goes into this Harbor Freight water pump, and then I can open that valve and pressurize this system again. So when it's freezing out, I open that valve and close that valve so the pressure is contained in here. Timer, it's just a simple timer, got it at Home Depot. Runs every 6 hours for 1 minute. Seems to work best, gets it plenty of water. Comes over, tees off, goes to all my water lines. Each water line has a valve to shut it off if I want to, and then a mister. It mists water, covers a good 2 feet. I put those every 2 feet on the water line. It sprays a good 2 feet of coverage. Here is the complete system. So I've got 7 shelves that I put fodder on. This down here is day one. Day one always goes on the floor, and I never leave it there for day 2 because I found it gets moldy if it's down there. If it's down there for very long at all, I think it's that there's lack of air movement under it. I'm not real sure, but it gets moldy down there. So basically, I already fed today, but this stuff will be going out tomorrow. You pull this stuff out, go feed it. The stuff off the floor goes back in this position then. And then the next day it'll be this one, the next day this one, and just it rotates through, keeps rotating through the racks. I made my pipes long enough, all my water lines, to actually do twice as much when I set it up. So I'll just have to put more little nozzles in there to mist. I'm also going to switch. This is a 2-foot wide shelf, which works great for 1 tray. I'm going to switch to a 3-foot wide shelf, 30 inches. And that will allow me to turn them sideways and get half again, 50% more per shelf. And the sprinkler system will easy cover that much coverage. These trays, I'm gonna dump my stack over here, almost did. These are what I emptied today. I'm gonna turn them upside down, let them dry out, but they have slits in them. So the water that goes in just drains out and lands on the next shelf below it. So essentially the bottom shelves are getting a lot of water. Everything seems to work good though. I had it on like 3 and 4 minutes of sprinkler time, and it just didn't like it. It would seem to be way too much water. But pretty basic, simple system, fairly cheap. Every day I take, see if I can do this with one hand. I take milk jugs. I have 8 of them because I'm running eight jugs right now, or eight pans, 8 trays. Fill up this twice, which is basically 2 pounds of seed. Take it over and fill it with water. Get all that seed under the water, let it soak. So I do that in the evening. And then in the morning is when I feed the fodder. So it soaks basically 12 hours overnight. That one only get to soak for 24 hours. Yeah, pretty basic, pretty easy. It turns into stuff like that. The pigs absolutely devour this stuff. They love it. Cows think they like it, but I'm having trouble getting them to eat it because it's matted together so much they can't hardly eat it very good. I'm working on a system now to shred it up and make it easier for the cows to eat. Pigs and chickens love it. The chickens peck at it pretty good. But yeah. Also, I am redneck, and this is an old semi-reefer trailer. Right now, this is the only lighting that I have in here. I just strung up some lights I had. I want to get some grow lights and mount them to this wall to where it would shine this direction. See how that works. I don't know, I gotta play with that a little bit. It grows pretty nice. I mean, like, this has been sitting here, this is how it grew, but the back is a little bit yellower. Not quite as nice as the front. It's shaded back in there. I think lights would help it. Mini split keeps the temp I want and humidity down. I don't know what humidity is in here, but it's not overly humid at all. So yeah, seems to work pretty good. Those are milk jugs for our milking operation. We've already fed them. These pigs here, I've got in a separate pen, got them on full self-feed. So they're nice and full, and they've had a little bit of that, but so they're not fighting over it now, but they normally fight like crazy over it. Those pigs out there didn't get what they wanted, but they got what they got. They'll get more later. And there's my boar and sow. I think they want some. All right. They love the stuff, but now that he's fighting or he has it and he won't let go of it, he can't eat it. But hey, one of them will get it.